Live on LinkedIn, we're live on YouTube, Facebook, Forward Thinkers Movement Group, and my Facebook personal business profiles. Great to see you here. I'm Andy Henderson, your founder and Sherpa guide at Forward Thinking. And today I want to introduce you to a new and different way that you can use and implement into your business to really, really grow, create that laser guided focus and grow and build your business, a business by your own design. You might think, well, what do you want about, Andrew? What about this? What do you mean, a business by design? Well, you have the power to rebuild, to re-energize, to reformat your business, whether it's a small business now, whether it's a massive business. If it's not serving you, it's within your power to do something about it. But before you get there, you've got to reach the edge of tolerance. You've got to get to a place where you're like sick of what's going on. You're sick of being frustrated. You're sick of the lack of growth. You're sick of the feelings of Groundhog Day. And you really want to improve things for not just you, but for your board of directors, for your employees, for your customers, and all the other stakeholders in your organization. And yeah, you might think, well, that's impossible, Andrew. That's really not, it's really complicated. And let me tell you, it's not. It's not complicated. You know, my background, we sort of built and grew an IT business. And, you know, at one point in time, it was failing. We turned it around. We changed it from a £12 million failing business to a £25 million awesome business. And we did it with 20% less employees. You know, we still have problems. Don't get me wrong, 25 million, we still have, but the problems were all about growth and moving forwards and momentum. They weren't about failing and lack of cash flow, lack of profitability and customers leaving us. So, you know, if you are a director of a business, if you are part of a board, if you're an owner of a business, this is for you. I urge you to listen, to follow what I'm saying, because it just might be that this conversation, this live today may change the way you think about what you're doing. So, you know, it's particularly for you if you are frustrated, if you know you've got a business that's capable of growing and developing, if you know you've got a massive amount of potential inside your business right now. You've got all this potential and you're like, God, it's so good. We've got so much potential, but you know, it's like we're in a straitjacket. It's like we can't unleash that potential into our customers, attract the right people, you know, create belief in the organization, attract the right customers, you know, and I can help you with all that. And it's dead easy. Practical psychology, bit of strategy, simplifying things, laser guided focus on the future, creating that compelling vision and creating belief, so that everyone knows what they're doing in the organization and everyone knows, you know, where the organization is going and they can feel part of that journey. Wouldn't that be good? You know, so you've got an opportunity to design your own business, your own culture, the people, your team, your finances, you know, your vision. Let's redesign it all. So you might be asking, well, how, Andy, how do I do that? How do I redesign? I've got this business. It's got multiple employees. We've got a board. How do I do that? Well, I'll tell you, it's dead simple. It's called Succes GPS, and it's all based upon something I call the destiny map. You know, my nickname is a Sherpa guide because I believe that growing a business, running a business, and life itself is like climbing a mountain. You know, it's hard work. It's bloody hard. And, you know, we take the steps on that journey. We start making some moves up the mountain. We get off where we feel tired, we feel sick, we feel out of breath. And sometimes we just want to get back down. But no, we've got to understand what's going to happen at the top. What do we want to happen at the top of our mountain? What do we want our life and our business to look like in the future? We need to visualize that. We need to write it down. We need to describe it, and we need to aim for it with everything we've got. So instead of, you know, just doing, working in the business, you know, firefighting every day, problems from customers, from staff, from fellow board members, from external people, you know, it's instead of all that, we want to build a plan so we can focus generatively, strategically on the future, doing the right things to build a business that we want to build and create that pride and that legacy feeling, that feeling of self-belief and confidence. And, you know, of course, at the top of your mountain, you're going to absolutely feel, you're going to get that clarity of the future as well, which is absolutely awesome. So we're going to use the destiny map. I'm going to describe to you how Succes GPS works, all the 6 steps, dead simple. You know, listen along. You know, if you can take anything away from it, please do. Just implement it in your business. If you want my guidance to help you implement this map in your boardroom, all you need to do is reach out to me and we'll be there. So let me just share my screen right now for you. So we'll share screen, this one. Here we go. So this right here is the destiny map. And yeah, you might think, okay, Andrew, you've nicked that from McDonald's at the kids section where they do all the craning. Not the case. This is my own IP. I've built this. and I've built this. It's been designed. It's a proven system that we used in the business that I grew, and then we eventually sold. And it's something that I've been teaching business owners, small and large, for the last 3 or 4 years. I've worked with 350 businesses, and everything I do is the cornerstone of it is this map. So let's get into it. So the 6 steps of Success GPS, what are they? So imagine you're in a boardroom. Imagine you're having a conversation, a board meeting, and you're talking about fire extinguishers, disciplinaries, new vans. They're not strategic things. They're just firefighting things that you're trying to put out the flames of. Not good. We need to be talking about the future. We need to talking about the direction. We need to be having conversations together about what success actually looks like. But before we start thinking about the future, what we really need to understand is what's going on here. So if we look at the map, this bit here, the start point, it's like a sat nav in a car. What's the start point? Where are we going? The sat nav, first of all, it needs to know where we are right now. So at this point, we've got the directors in the room. We're talking about, guys, tell them where you are. I want the facts, the numbers. So let's look at the numbers, last 12 months numbers. Then, obviously, we look at the numbers. We think, well, we're disappointed with those. We're doing okay, but we could do better. There's more potential in this business to unlock and get out into the world, solve more customer problems, deliver more value to customers, and employ and attract the right people. Absolutely awesome. So, but before we can start thinking about doing all that great stuff, we need to understand, well, if they're the numbers right now, what are the obstacles holding us back? Let's get everyone to share those obstacles. What is it that's holding this business back from growth? And let's get an entire list of these things that's holding us back and systematically work through those things. What are the opportunities that lie ahead that might help us grow that we're not capitalizing on? Go. Answer the question. Let's get your ideas. Let's get them all on a flip chart. Let's stick them all around your office so we absolutely know what's going on. Then the psychology of it comes in. What does it look like? What does it sound like? What does it feel like in the business today? What's the overriding feeling in the business today? At this point, obviously, it's a bit flat because everyone's like, well, yeah, we know we can do more. We know we should do more. No, but we've got no focus. We don't know where we're going. So that's where step number 2 kicks in. That's the destination step. And that's all about really understanding between you as directors where it is that you want to be in the future. What does your successful life look like? And crucially, how does this business need to perform to achieve your versions, your independent versions, your subjective versions of your individual successful lives? Once you've defined what success looks like to you, success in your relationships, the things that you want to own, the things that you want to do, the person you want to be, the feelings you want to have that are associated with success. How does this business need to perform to give you that life of success? Simple. So we do a dream business audit. This amount of revenue, this amount of profit. We want to serve that many customers. We want that many employees. We don't want to work 80 hours a week anymore. We only want to work 20 or 30. Great. We want this amount of spare capacity. We start to design all that out. And it's really interesting to hear different perspectives from each of the different board members. It's fascinating. But we bring it all together so that we end up with this focal point. This is success to this business. So you can see we've gone from this start point. All of a sudden, the board are actually talking about and asking the right questions and providing the right input and perspectives into the future. So we harmonize that and we've got a clear route forward. So instead of at the start point here, just going up, down, left, right, zigzagging all over the place, round and round in circles, we're actually making straight lines to the destination right at the top of the mountain, which is a phenomenal place to be. Absolutely. When you start visualizing this stuff, it starts to get really exciting. But of course, once you've got the start point and you've got the destination and everyone's plugged into that, it's a massive journey, right? And it might be a 10-year journey. So we need to create the goals. We need to break this journey up into chunks. So we know instead of trying to build a plan for 10 years, because you can't do that. It's crazy. This is such an uncertain world we're living in. What we're going to do is we're going to take that 10-year sort of aspirational thing. We're going to start to break it down. But first of all, we need to create this thing up here. This. And I call it, and this is a terrible star, I call it the 10-year goal. It's the North Star goal. If you remember the Bible story, Archangel Gabriel flew down and said to the 3 wise men, follow that star. Because if you follow that star, you're going to wake up in the right point, at the right place, at the right time to witness the miracle of baby Jesus being born. And of course, we're not witnessing that miracle. What we want to witness is that the business achieving everything you set out to achieve, unlocking all its potential to get to where it needs to get to. So we need to create that 10-year goal. It's a North Star goal that's going to be our guiding light. So hopefully that makes sense, yeah? So it's going to be our guiding light. And when we wake up in the morning and we're talking as a board of directors and we're sharing stuff, we're using it as a barometer. Is this decision going to help us get there? Yes or no? If it's yes, let's implement it. Let's go. If it's not going to help us get there, let's stop talking about it because it's not going to help us get to that 10-year goal. But of course, you can't plan for 10 years. So what do we do then? Well, we create a set of 3-year goals. And that's where these bits kicks in here. So that's a set of 3-year goals, revenue, profit, customer impact. 2-year goals, we'll boil it down even further to 2 years, number 2. And here we have our 1-year goals, number 1. So when we've done this, we've got this massive journey from start point to destination. We've got this massive 10-year goal that's going to light us up. And we've created an operational set of goals. 3 years, revenue, profit, customer impact. 2 years, revenue, profit, customer impact. 1 year, revenue, profit, customer impact. At this point, the board of directors, your board of directors could be staring at those 1-year goals thinking, wow, easy. We're going to absolutely nail that. So we've just shrunk that massive journey down into 1 year and we've gone, right, if we just hit those goals in the first year, then we can just concentrate on year 2, year 3, year 4 and beyond. How exciting. But then there's the question, Andrew, this is all well and good. We know where we are. We know where we're going. We've broken the journey down. How the bloody hell are we going to get there? So that's when this bit kicks in up here. This is the strategic stuff. The how, the 10 strategic lenses. What are the services we offer? Who are the customer? What's the dream buyer for each service? What's the message that we're going to put out there so these customers come to you instead of you having to chase them? How do we communicate that message out into the customer estate? How do we do that? How do we communicate it so these customers know we exist and start coming to us? And then, how do we build the relationships with these customers so we never leave them? That's the 5th module. The 6th module is looking at the partnerships. How can we create partners who share the same target market as us? Yeah, some great ideas come through there. What systems and technology do we need to support this journey? What about resources, people, skills, intellectual property, buildings, machinery, vehicles, all the resource requirements for year 1, year 2, year 3? What do we need? Of course, it's not an exact science, but 3-4 board directors, you know more about your business than I do. So you have a fair idea once we've got this journey going, you have a fair idea of what the things you must do and the things that you need to implement at different stages of that journey. You know what they are. So yeah, it's a bit of finger in the air, but it's coming from experience and expertise and knowledge of that business. All I'm doing is asking questions, don't forget. So once we've got those goals locked in, then we start to move through the strategic lenses. Once you've got all that stuff defined, it's absolutely incredible because you've learned so much about yourselves, your board, your business. Then what we do is we boil everything down and we create a simple 12-step plan to get from where you are here at the start point right the way to your 1-year goals. Not the 2-year, not 3-year. We create a 12-step plan, the 12 things you must do as a board to reach your 1-year goals. And at that point, everyone's like, oh my God. So all we need to do, Andrew, is those 12 things and we'll get to 1 year. Yeah. And if you're a £500,000 business now, you want to be £1.5 million business in a year, we can do that. If you're a £2 million business now, you want to be 5 million at the end of the year, we can do that too. If you're a £10 million business, you want to be a £20 million business at the end of the year. It's tough, but we can do it. With the right resources, the right input, with the right plan and the right guide, we can do it. And once we've nailed all that down, that's the kind of the map complete. And at this point, everything starts to change. And we end up with this transformation that occurs. You can see there on screen. So from the point A at the left, where everyone's going up, down, left, right, zigzagging, or wasting all that time, energy, effort, and money, all of the board going in different directions. And if the board's going in different directions, your whole business is not aligned. We need to harness the power of the board. We need to share the journey with all the people in the business. We need to help them understand what this journey looks like from a business perspective, but also we need to sit them down and help them understand what their journey looks like. What is the part that they play in this business journey? And how can we support them to be bigger, to be better, to be more valued and valuable? 2 ways. Wow. So we're at this point A on the left-hand side. We've got no time. We can't prioritize. The board or the business, they're working in it, not on it. They're distracted. The culture's bad. No growth, no structure. Just moving, not making progress. The transformation that occurs throughout the mapping exercise is massive in the way people think, people feel, and then the stuff that they start doing in the business. They start working on the business. They start working on strategic stuff, fun stuff, exciting stuff, stuff that's got momentum, stuff that is it feels great when you start thinking about it and then implementing it. You know, and what you end up with once the transformation of Success GPS has occurred, you end up with a laser guided focus, structure, a framework to work within. You're calm because you feel like you're in your lane. You've got your mojo back, your excitement, your confidence. You're building a winning culture. And that structure, that framework, that plan, that map is going to guide you all the way there. And you're going to get more customers. You're going to make more profit, more revenue. And it's going to feel like a great place to work. But that's not all. Once this 8-week mapping stuff is finished, once we've mapped out the whole journey, yes, we'll identify things that we need to do. Might be you need help creating your sales engine. Might be you need some help with marketing. It might be we need to employ 2 new salespeople, 2 new operational people, whatever it is. It may be we need a new office. You know, all these things are possible. We just need a structured plan to achieve them, to help you achieve everything you want to do in your life, in your business, to give you that life you want in the future. But that's not where it ends. Once the 8-week program is finished, I will personally work with you and your board month on month. I'll run the board meetings if you need me to give you structure, to make sure I'm guiding you and helping you execute the plan. I'm helping to hold you account. I'm making sure the plan and all the steps that we define and we agree to and we sign up for are being implemented in your business, so that every week, every day, every week, every month, every quarter, we're making those massive, massive progress steps towards building a business that works for you, a business by your design. And once that first year's finished, then we can go again, year 2, then we can go again, year 3, and I'll carry on guiding you as long as I need to, because my whole life revolves around helping you hit your goals, helping you build a business that works for you. Because guess what, guys? If I do that, my business is building by default. Yeah, and that's the exciting thing. So it's honestly, it's absolutely, it's revolutionary, it's groundbreaking, and it's simple. There's no corporate bollocks. There's no corporate bullshit. It's literally, you know how to run, how to grow your business, but inside your head, it's just zigzags and up and down and spaghetti junction. You've got all the knowledge and information you need already. All the board members have, but you're all going in different directions, and everything in here is clogging up, really good thinking, smart thinking, strategic thinking. So if I can ask the right questions and extract everything, all the really good stuff in a meaningful order to create this map, you're bound to achieve success. It's almost tied in. It's almost tied on. And of course, when we've done the mapping, I'm going to guide you every single month, every week, every month to make sure you hit these goals. I mean, how good would that feel if you come out of this with a laser guided focus? You've got a structure, you've got that calm feeling, you're in your lane, you're confident, you're excited. Not only that, the board are all feeling the same, they're connected, you're all going in the same direction. Not only that, when we share the journey with your team, they're all connected to it as well. They're all moving forward, helping you build and grow this business. I mean, Christ, that's got to feel good. So let me ask you a question. Where are you at now? Are you at point A, zigzagging up, down, left, right? Are you feeling a bit tired, a bit like Groundhog Day? Think you've got so much potential but don't know how to unlock it? You're dying to build a winning business and you think you know how, but it's just not working. Let me guide you. I'm the Sherpa guide. I'm going to help you define where that mountain is, define the route, define the resources, and I'm going to help you every step of the way. I'll carry your bags if I need to. I'm going to help you every step of the way to achieve the success that you want in your business and your life as well. That's not just about you. It's not just about your board. It's not just about your team. It's getting all the customers, all the stakeholders on board with this journey as well. It's going to be phenomenal. Don't just listen to me. I mean, I've no success stories on screen, but if you look at my website, if you speak to people around, who are commenting on my posts and stuff, just ask them, how did it work for you? Look at my LinkedIn recommendations. There's hundreds of them, from people who've worked with me to do this. And the dramatic impact it's had on their life and their business and the way they think. Because if I can impact the way you think positively, you're going to feel better and you're going to do the right stuff in your business, and it's going to be awesome. So that's a 20-minute live right there. The time just went like that, didn't it? I don't know how it was for you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. But that is the basis of Success GPS. It's just 6 simple steps delivered over an 8-week period, mapping it all out, boiling it all down to a simple 12-step plan, and then guiding you to implement that plan to make sure you take those steps and you achieve the success that you need in that short, medium, long term. So, Damien's just commented, I should interview my clients. You're absolutely right. And in fact, that's a great idea, something I'm going to do. So thanks, Damien, for that. I really appreciate it. So that's all for me today. It's Wednesday, second live of the week. I go live on Fridays as well. Fridays is very different. Fridays is what I call reflection section. And it's all about something I encourage you all to do, is reflect on the week you've just had. Look at the wins, look at the lessons learned, and look at the week ahead and see what you've got on, and set yourself some goals for the week ahead too. So thanks for listening. Appreciate it. If you want to know more about what I do, how I can help you grow your business, build your business, help you build a business by design, just reach out. I'm on all the channels. You know it. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a great end.